The big question then, the politics of Iftar. Is it a photo op? Should the Prime Minister have stayed away from the President's Iftar in the manner that he has? Joining me now, Sambit Patra, National Spokesperson of the BJP, also joined by Ajoy Kumar, Spokesperson Congress, joined by Sudhindra Kulkarni, of course formerly with the BJP, and Professor Tahir Mahmood, former Chairman of the National Minorities Commission, will also be with us. But Sambit Patra, has the Prime Minister sent the wrong signal by skipping the President's Iftar for the second consecutive year? Is attending an Iftar against the religious beliefs of the Prime Minister? And if so, why not openly admit it rather than at the last minute schedule a meeting with Northeast Chief Ministers so that he doesn't have to attend the Iftar?
No, I have a very different take on this. And I believe why Iftar, which is a religious symbol, be converted into a political one. And ironically, this is what is happening in India. As one of your reports rightly pointed out, Iftar was started by Jawaharlal Nehru and abandoned by the subsequent prime ministers like Lal Bahadur Shastri and others for quite some time, till it was started again. Does that by any way mean that for a period of time, when Lal Bahadur Shastri was the prime minister, or for a part of time when Indira Gandhi was a prime minister, they did not respect the minority because they did
Atal Bihari Vajpayee used to host an Iftar in the Prime Minister's residence every year. What does Narendra Modi have? Why not be open? Say, why doesn't Narendra Modi ji tell the country that an Iftar is against his religious beliefs? Why is he not honest and say that?
Let me be very candid in this issue. There is a realization with the coming years that after all, Iftar has become a platform of advertisement of one's own political self. In fact, I mean, what I have been saying in Hindi since 3 days is Iftar अपने इस्तेहार के लिए, अपने राजनीतिक इस्तेहार के लिए नहीं होना चाहिए. Iftar should not be a platform which should become a platform of advertisement for your
Mr. Vajpayee used to do it. Your tallest leader used to celebrate Iftars. What is it about Mr. Modi?
There is no problem. There is no issue to it. We have no objections to Iftar being celebrated, but the objection is, should Iftar just be converted into a photo op opportunity, which it is fast becoming?
Why does the Prime Minister not want to attend it? Why does the Prime Minister who goes to every festival of every other community, why does he not want to attend Iftar? That's the simple question. What does he have against Iftars?
My simple answer to this, Rajdeep, I mean, I would not say, yes, though he had a very busy schedule, but I know that you are going to ask me in spite of this answer, but I would say his love for Islam, his love for Muslims should not be seen through an act of tokenism, through an act of symbolism by attending a party. Had this been the way, the love for the Prime Ministers had been gauze for the Muslim community, then probably the Sachar committee would not have existed, because we had seen umpteen number of Prime Ministers going to Iftar party, nothing turning up thereafter. So love for the minorities of Mr. Modi should be seen with the kind of work he is doing from them, rather than the topi tilak ki rajniti.
Okay, you're saying Mr. Modi is against the topi tilak ki rajniti, he's against symbolism, he's against photo ops. Ajoy Kumar, respond to that, because many will say the Congress has reduced Iftars to photo ops. Sonia Gandhi was there only yesterday with Derek O'Brien on one side and Nitish Kumar on the other. The Congress was trying to make a political point. You did not invite any NDA leaders to your Iftar, so it was a gathering of opposition leaders. The Congress has converted Iftars from a quasi-religious gathering into a political gathering.
Rajiv, first of all, I want to remind Sambit that, if the status of the Sachar committee mentioned, but the status of the minority committee.
No, please answer my question.
In Gujarat, where the
Prime Minister answer my question.
One second, let me finish. Where the Prime Minister, yeah, I'll come to your question, but I'm just, if not attending Iftar and delivering on the ground, then Gujarat is a sad example that it didn't happen much on that case. But the question is, politics is also symbolism. So the fact is, one sec, politics is symbol, like holy function. We attend holy function, we have Christmas, we have Iftar. Holi is celebrated across in a great deal of, and in fact BJP's tall leaders, like apart from Atal Bihari Vajpayee ji, Shivraj Singh Chauhan, the BJP right now in Bihar is celebrating a lot of Iftar functions. So the question is, suddenly saying that Tilak and Topi ki Rajniti, aapke sab log wahi kar, it definitely is a social symbol and a message to go across that we are a country of diverse cultures, and it is an opportunity to just reinforce that belief. Now, when we do a Holy Milan, it doesn't mean that we are trying to, trying to overcompensate on the Hindu symbolism or the Christian symbolism. It's just a message saying that it is important to pay respect, and politics.
Is it a political photo op?
Is a lot to do with also with communicating symbols, which is very important for the people of the country to see and and also assimilate and also respect.
Can I bring in Sudhindra Kulkarni? Sudhindra Kulkarni, you've gone as far as tweeting today. You've of course been a former BJP member. Today you've tweeted saying the Prime Minister should have attended the Rashtrapati's Iftar. Have we made attending or non-attending an Iftar some kind of a litmus test of secularism? That if I attend an Iftar, then I believe in the diversity of India. Should not my focus be on improving the lot of Muslims, giving them more opportunities, education, employment, rather than simply attending an Iftar?
No, it is not a litmus test for one's commitment to any section of society. Certainly not. But here the issue is different. Constitutional propriety requires that when the President of India, who is the highest, he is the head of state, the custodian of the Constitution and all that it represents, when he invites, the Prime Minister should not turn down the invitation, especially when he is in town. And anyone who knows the geography of that part of New Delhi, you know, it takes less than 5 minutes for the Prime Minister to go to Rashtrapati Bhavan from wherever he is holding this meeting of Northeastern Chief Ministers. So that is just a pretext. So let the Prime Minister come out openly that he does not believe in
Sambit
tokenism.
Patra says it's tokenism.
But it is not
tokenism.
See, it is not tokenism. Iftar is not tokenism, much less is Ramzan. Ramzan has a very profound spiritual message. It is a message of self-purification through self-control, through abstinence, and you know, it's something common to what even yoga is. Now, if you are propagating yoga, which is of course a very welcome initiative by the Prime Minister, Iftar and Ramzan, these are ways in which these are part of our syncretic and plural culture. The Prime Minister is not the Prime Minister of any one particular community.
You're saying the Prime Minister should celebrate Christmas, Diwali. He should celebrate every religious festival.
Of course.
Yes, you're saying he should.
You know, thereby he associates himself with the diversity of India. Only yesterday, the Home Minister of India, Rajnath Singh, he came to Nashik to attend the beginning of the Kumbh Mela. Now, what signal is this government sending? It is sending a message that it cares more for the festivals or the traditions of the Hindu community and less for the customs and traditions of the other community. In any case, I believe that all the festivals, they belong to the entire Indian society because they have a common universal message.
Can I just get in Tahir Mahmood, former chairman of the Minorities Commission? Do you believe that the Prime Minister has sent a wrong message by skipping this Iftar? Or do you believe the Prime Minister is simply reorienting definitions of secularism and saying, I am not going to resort to token photo ops at gatherings like Iftars?
Well, I would be personally happy that the Prime Minister is putting an end to this wrong practice of treating Iftar as a political occasion for inviting people for political purposes. I have always been dead opposed to it, and if it is being put an end to by whoever is doing so, I will be happy.
So you're saying you would be happy if this practice of political Iftars is put an end to, but Sambit Patra, the point also that Sudhindra Kulkarni made, he said it is an occasion for the Prime Minister to send out a powerful symbolic message that he is the Prime Minister of the country. If his Home Minister is going to go and inaugurate the Kumbh Mela, if the Prime Minister makes sure that wherever he goes to a temple, what stops him from 10 minutes of spending at an Iftar? What is it that would go wrong if he spent 10 minutes?
Rajdeep,
why is he making it a prestige issue? Why is he making non-attendance a prestige issue, Sambit?
I get your question. I get your answer. I'm answering you. Rajdeep, in fact, Mr. Sudhindra Kulkarni's question itself has the answer. You have rightly pointed out what is wrong in being symbolic. I mean, that is the problem with India. Everything has to be symbolic. Why symbolic is my question. Why not on the ground? I mean, look at Iftar. I have an article of 2001 on Times of India, and it says Iftar party and Indian polity, absolute secular confusion. Why so much of secular confusion in the whole country? In fact, every evening our country's secularism is put under such kind of stress that we all have to be on the television to protect the secularism of the country. Is the secularism of India so fragile?
So what is the Prime Minister's reach out to Muslims then? What is the Prime Minister's reach out to Muslims? If he's not going to go to Iftar, if he's not going to wear a topi, if he's not going to get involved in anything remotely connected with Islam, what is the Prime Minister's reach out?
Let me answer you. Two parts. Number one, did you see the Prime Minister celebrating Diwali? No, he was with the flood-torn Kashmiris. Did you see the Prime Minister celebrating Holi? No, you did not see him that. He was working. Today he was working with the Chief Ministers of the Northeast. He's a Prime Minister who's working. But look, why symbolism in Indian politics? I have one question from your esteemed panel. Mahmood Sahab is there. He's a very esteemed man. One question, I draw it from the Sahi Imam of Fatehpuri Masjid, Mufti Mukarram Ahmad. When he was asked in 2001 about Iftar, he said these are political nautankis, and whenever I go to political iftars, I carry my own khajur. मैं अपना खजूर खुद लेके जाता हूँ.
Can I get Sudhindra respond? Let Sudhindra respond. Sudhindra Kulkarni.
Haram ka mat khao. How do you know the political parties, the Congress party does not use the 2G scam money to host the iftar parties? Will they attend such kind of iftar parties?
And how about Vyapam and Vyapam Sambit?
No, let's not now reduce. I'm not getting into Vyapam versus 2G, but one minute. On this program, no tu meme. But Sudhindra Kulkarni respond.
Okay.
Here is Sambit Patra saying this is political nautanki. You were close to the Vajpayee PMO. Mr. Vajpayee used to hold
iftar. I did not say that. I have told the Sahi Imam of Fatehpuri Masjid had said it. I am quoting it from Times of India article.
Okay, let him respond. Sambit, please let Sudhindra respond. Sudhindra, Vajpayee's PMO used to host iftars. Is it a nautanki? Is it symbolism which means nothing to the average Muslim?
No. Iftar is not just tokenism. Iftar is a way of non-Muslims participating in the breaking of fast by Muslims and thereby showing their solidarity and goodwill. And of course, if you look at India's culture, there are so many ways in which Muslims also participate in the religious functions of non-Muslims, Hindus in particular. Now, is that symbolism? Not at all. It is respect for India's culture. Iftar is part of India's culture. If it is only tokenism, then why is it that BJP chief ministers, I am in Mumbai, the roads are full of posters of Devendra Fadnavis, the chief minister, organizing Iftar.
Maybe Narendra Modi is different.
So let us be very clear.
Maybe Narendra Modi is different. Maybe Narendra Modi has a different view of secularism.
Then he should come out very clearly. Then the Prime Minister should come out very clearly that I don't believe in this. Then we should respect him. We should respect the Prime Minister if he comes out very clearly, says I don't believe in this. I must also point out here, there are some, even though I don't like the fact that the Prime Minister has not attended the Iftar, there are some very welcome, recent initiatives by the Prime Minister, pronouncements by the Prime Minister, which show that he is now recognizing the plural, syncretic culture of India. He just returned from a tour of Central Asia.
Yes.
And in Central Asia, he made a very important speech in Kazakhstan. He said that Islam has enriched Indian civilization. For the first time, the Prime Minister, this is not something that the RSS says. He also said, he praised Islam for propagating the ideals of compassion, of knowledge, of devotion, of human welfare. These are really very welcome pronouncements coming from the Prime Minister. What I would like to see is that the Prime Minister of India say and do similar things in India to show that he cares equally for Muslims, their customs, their religion, their culture, which is part of the beautiful, diverse culture of India.
So you're saying attending this iftar would send out a message that the Prime Minister cares for the culture of Muslims. You've got a Sambit Patra saying it is tokenism, it is symbolism. The Congress also suggesting that the Prime Minister should have attended. But Tahir Mahmood, former chairperson of the Minorities Commission on the other hand, saying it's time to end the practice of political iftars. I appreciate all my panelists joining me there on that talking point, the Prime Minister choosing to skip iftar.